Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Tonight out of Lafayette Police Headquarters, a Lafayette Police captain retires unexpectedly. As we first reported yesterday, the captain is the target of a criminal investigation into a domestic incident that happened on New Year's Eve.
News 10's Rebecca Marroquin joins us now live from the Lafayette Police Department, where she's been digging for answers into the investigation.
Rob, Darla, News 10 obtained the video you are about to see. The video shows a Lafayette police captain striking his wife on the face with a cell phone at a local bar. Multiple sources close to the investigation tell News 10 that police officer is Captain Dwayne Prejean. Today, Prejean retired from the force. We asked Lafayette police for a statement on camera, but they refused. They did, however, issue the following statement. The officer at the center of the internal and criminal investigation has retired from service and is no longer employed with the Lafayette Police Department. However, the criminal investigation into the previously mentioned incident is still ongoing at this time. No further information at this time. Yesterday, when KLFY first started digging into this investigation, we received the following statement from Lafayette Police Department. It reads, on Tuesday, January 16, 2018, the Lafayette Police Department was made aware of a domestic incident that occurred several days prior involving an officer at our agency. Due to the nature of this incident, both an internal investigation and criminal investigation were initiated. The officer was immediately placed and remains on paid administrative leave. Both the internal and criminal investigations are ongoing at this time, with results pending. Once again, to recap our breaking news, multiple sources have confirmed to News 10 that Lafayette Police Captain Dwayne Prejean has retired from the force. They also confirmed that he is the source of two investigations regarding a domestic incident that occurred on New Year's Eve. For now, this is an ongoing investigation, and we will bring you the latest news as it becomes available. Live in Lafayette Police Headquarters, Rebecca Marroquin, KLFY News 10.
Thanks, Rebecca. Now, this is not the first time Captain Prejean has been in the news. Back in October of 2016, Prejean was transferred from his post with the Lafayette Metro Narcotics Task Force after a then 15 Judicial Assistant DA, Celeste White, resigned. Now, White handled cases for the Metro Narcotics Task Force. She replaced former ADA Greg Williams, who pleaded guilty in federal court to accepting bribes from private investigator Robert Williamson, the alleged mastermind behind a scheme of fast-track cases and falsifying community service documents. Williamson is serving time in federal prison.
Disturbing video catches cop beating his girlfriend in a bar. No charges, department let him retire. A high-ranking police captain was caught on video beating a woman in a bar, and he was allowed to quietly retire, likely escaping any punishment in the process. By Matt Agarist, January 20, 2018. Lafayette, LA. A woman beating cop was caught in the act thanks to a bar's surveillance camera. However, thanks to a corrupt system that protects crooked and violent police officers, the high-ranking officers was allowed to quietly retire and will likely face no consequences. This week, a video was uploaded to YouTube by an anonymous source which showed Lafayette Police Department Captain Dwayne Prejean striking a woman in the head in a local bar. Conveniently for the police department, however, the video was removed by YouTube. However, it survived and was reported on by local media. The department likely knew about the existence of the video well before it was reported on by local media. However, they chose to remain silent until the report aired. This week, the department finally announced that they were conducting an internal investigation into one of their officers who they conveniently refused to name. However, multiple sources identified the person striking the woman in the video as Prejean. On Friday, LPD spokesman Carl Ratcliffe said the officer was allowed to retire after he was given a brief paid vacation. Advertisement. The disturbing video was taken on New Year's Eve night in a local bar. It shows the officer, who was entirely unprovoked, strike a woman in her forehead. The woman then hit him back before storming out of the bar. If a police officer was willing to hit a woman in public space like a bar, one can only imagine what he would do in private. Predictably enough, this is not the first time Prejean has been in the news. In fact, according to KLFY, this woman abusing cop has a history of corruption and a history of covering it up. In 2016, the officer was transferred from his post as Lafayette Metro Narcotics Captain due to a circumstance involving a 15th Judicial District Assistant Attorney who was terminated over the matter. Neither the District Attorney's Office or the Police Department sought further disciplinary action. However, the nature of the relationship between the two individuals was never disclosed. In 2014, Prejean was named in a federal lawsuit filed by 15 former police officers alleging corruption and retaliation within the department. One plaintiff, who was fired from the LPD in 2013, claimed former Lafayette Police Chief Jim Kraft terminated him for making allegations that Prejean was guilty of drinking and driving. According to administrative documents obtained by the Daily Advertiser in 2013, the formal complaint concerning Prejean's alleged impaired driving reportedly included video surveillance. Because the officer who made the complaint would not reveal the identity of whoever provided him the video, which Kraft claimed to have possibly been edited, the department said it could not prove that Prejean was under the influence. Kraft terminated the officer who made the allegations against Prejean for violating 3 general orders of conduct, according to the Advertiser. The suit and its appeal were both dismissed. Now, this abusive and corrupt cop will likely get to keep his pension and retire on the taxpayer's dime. As TFTP has reported, police in the U.S. beat their wives and girlfriends at nearly double the national average. And, a report by a government-appointed watchdog group shows that most of them do so with seeming impunity. A study conducted by the Domestic Violence Task Force called Domestic Violence in the Los Angeles Police Department, How Well Does the Los Angeles Police Department Police Its Own? Revealed that performance evaluations of cops with a history of domestic violence are largely unaffected. The study of the LAPD examined 91 cases in which an allegation of domestic violence was sustained against an officer. Over 3/4 of the time, this sustained allegation was not mentioned in the officer's performance evaluation. 26 of these officers, 29%, were promoted, including 6 who were promoted within 2 years of the incident. The report concluded that employees with sustained allegations were neither barred from moving to desired positions nor transferred out of assignments that were inconsistent with the sustained allegation. Sadly, it is estimated that many of the abused women never come forward as they know the likely result, which is getting shamed by the department for reporting it and potentially more abuse. Diane Wettendorf, a specialist on police abuse, points out the most common fears when reporting police domestic abuse in her handbook. If your abuser is an officer of the law, you may be afraid to call the police. He is the police. Go to a shelter. He knows where the shelters are located. Have him arrested. Responding officers may invoke the code of silence. Take him to court. It's your word against that of an officer, and he knows the system. Drop the charges. You could lose any future credibility and protection. Seek a conviction. He will probably lose his job and retaliate against you. These fears can make someone feel incredibly trapped and feel like there is no way out. If you or someone you know is a victim of this type of abuse, we encourage you to no longer remain silent. As long as people go unpunished for their abuse, they will continue their abuse. Film it, record it, expose it in any manner you can. Tell us your story and we will expose these abusive jackboots for the cowards they are.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.